There are creatures in Greek mythology that possess unrivaled beauty. There are those that instill fear with just a glance, and there are those that are so hideous and gruesome that not even their own father could bear the sight of them. The creatures that I'm referring to are the Hecatonchires. Much like the Cyclops and the Titans, the Hecatonchires were born from the union of Uranus and Gaia. But unlike their siblings, the Hecatonchires had a monstrous appearance. They were giant creatures with 50 pairs of hands and 50 heads. They were sometimes referred to as the 100-handed ones. Having 50 heads and 50 pairs of hands that belonged to different individuals meant that the Hecatonchires struggled to control themselves in unison. With endless screams and limbs flailing uncontrollably, they were wild and incapable of even the most simple action. The birth of the Hecatonchires caused Gaia great pain and suffering. Upon seeing them, Uranus knew that they would never be as graceful as his previous children, and he refused to name them, instead referring to them as the 100-handed ones. Gaia, on the other hand, loved all her children equally and gave them names: Briareus the Vigorous, Cottus the Furious, and Gyes the Big-Limbed. Uranus unfortunately did not share Gaia's love, and his disdain only grew towards the Hecatonchires. He hated their appearance so much that he pushed them back into the womb of Gaia, where they would remain until Uranus was defeated and exiled. In some variations, Uranus instead banished them to the pits of Tartarus when they were born. With no mother to love or nourish them, they did the only thing they could, and fed upon their own violence and anger, becoming more monstrous with each passing minute. Until the day Cronus castrated his father, when the gates of Tartarus swung open, and they were finally free to leave the hell that they had been imprisoned in. The Hecatonchires had only known violence and cruelty their entire lives, and upon seeing Cronus and the other Titans, their first instinct was to attack. After a grueling battle, Cronus knew that he could not control the Hecatonchires, and he managed to place them one by one back into Tartarus. Once again, the Hecatonchires were sentenced to the fiery pits of hell, where their anger would eventually begin to subside as they accepted their fate. That is until they heard a voice calling to them. Zeus and the Olympians were in the middle of a war between the remaining Titans, and he believed that the Hecatonchires and the Cyclops that were locked away in Tartarus were the key to victory. Unlike his father, Zeus had been told how to approach the Hecatonchires. Brothers, I seek your help in battle, and for your services I will set you free. But beforehand, you must prove that you have mastered the use of your limbs as well as your rage. Save your rage for the coming battle. I give you 3 tasks to prove yourself worthy of your freedom. First, you must defeat the dragon who guards your prison. Second, you must hurl a boulder from the entrance of your pit to the highest point of Mount Olympus, declared Zeus, pointing to the heavens. And third, you must locate the Cyclops within Tartarus and help them to forge mighty weapons to defeat our father, Cronus. For the first time, the Hecatonchires were not treated like monsters, and they completed Zeus's first 2 labors, eagerly awaiting revenge upon the Titans. During the battle, the Hecatonchires hurled boulders the size of mountains, and the Titans were overwhelmed. Zeus's plan had been successful, as the Hecatonchires and Cyclopses had handed him victory, but the Hecatonchires had also triumphed over their own disability and were now in control of their own bodies. Zeus remained true to his word, and he set them free. Briareus was even offered Poseidon's daughter's hand in marriage, and was granted a palace beneath the Aegean Sea. He would even later rescue Zeus from a coup staged by the other Olympians to overthrow him. Cottus and Gyes became the guardians of Tartarus, as nobody knew the prison better than they did. They were also given their own palaces under Oceanus. It was often believed that earthquakes were caused by the many limbs of the Hecatonchires. The story of the Hecatonchires is one of redemption. The creatures were neglected from birth, and they were treated like monsters until they eventually became exactly that. But when given the chance and treated as equals, the Hecatonchires redeemed themselves and earned their place amongst the gods. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, give it a like and let me know in the comments below. The support as of late has been amazing. I've received so many new video requests from you guys, and I do note them all down. I have a bunch of videos that are ready to be released, but they're currently on hold until YouTube monetizes my channel, because at the moment I earn nothing from YouTube, and it's pretty hard to justify putting the time in, and it's quite demotivating as well when you do put all that time in and get nothing back in return. So until I hear back from YouTube, I'll try my best to keep my uploads regular, but when they do actually get back to me, uploads will be a lot more frequent. So I just want to thank everyone for constantly coming back and watching my videos and being so patient, I guess. As always, I've been your host, Mythology and Fiction Explained.